Greetings, peace be with you. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you why the illusion of time is holding you back from achieving your goals and how to actually change your relationship that you have with this elusive thing that we know as time so that you can achieve your goals that much faster. Okay, now just a quick announcement and a favor before we dive into the video. Below this video in the first comments, I've left a link out to a form, a Google form. It has one question, which is, what is your biggest challenge right now in achieving your goals? Okay, I don't want to say too much, but I'm putting together something known as the Monk Mode Challenge. All right, we're going to be coming together with the content, the coaching, and the community for 30 days to really upgrade our minds and master our habits. So if you could answer that one question, because I'm just putting up the finishing touches for that, and if you answer the question, then I'll make sure that I've included everything when that goes live. Okay, so you can click the Google form below, leave your answer in that. But what I'm going to talk about in this video is that of time. Okay, what even is time? Because for a long time I thought that time was mechanical time. 1 minute, 2 minutes, right? Oh, 1 hour. Oh, it's 4:20. Oh, it is 11:11, right? So that's mechanical time, right? That is a human construct. But what we have to begin to understand is that either we are the slaves of the clock or we are the master of the task, right? Because I'm sure you've experienced this where an hour goes by like 10 minutes when you're really into the activity, when you're in your state of flow, when you're focused on what you're here to do, when you are narrowed down without distraction and you're moving towards it in a straight line. Then an hour can feel like 20 minutes, right? On the flip side, if you're distracted, if you're procrastinating, if you're really, really bored, I don't know what that word means, but if you're really, really bored, then an hour can feel like 3 hours, right? It's like they say that 10 minutes goes by how fast, depending on which side of the toilet you're standing on, right? If you're inside the toilet, it goes by really quickly, but if you're standing on the other side of the toilet, it goes very, very slowly, right? So mechanical time is a human construct, and what we have to begin to understand is that of time as in the fourth dimension. So Albert Einstein said that time and space are not actually separate. They actually come together to form a four-dimensional structure known as space-time, in which the past, the present, and the future exist at the same time, concurrently, right? So how does this make sense? So what it's saying is that it's not time that is passing by, right? It's not time that's going by. It is us that are going through time. Time is but a measure of the movement of matter across space, right? And as we begin to realize that time is actually right? Time always is. And the past just exists in your imagination, right? The future exists in your imagination. And all we really have is right here, right now, right? What's the time? It's now o'clock. It's always now o'clock, right? The time is always now to transform your life. The time is always now to make that decision, to make that phone call, right? To take that one step towards where you want to go, because tomorrow never comes, right? And once we can actually begin to seize the moment, right? Once we realize that the moment, the present moment, is a gift that we have the privilege of experiencing, then we can begin to stop killing time, stop wasting time, and actually become wealthy individuals, all right? Now, what do I mean by this? Because really, what separates the wealthy, okay, I'm not talking about material wealth, I'm talking about mental, physical, emotional, spiritual wealth in every dimension of life. What separates those people from people that are really struggling to really make ends meet is the relationship that they have with time, right? Everything around us is designed to connect us into the Maya matrix, to buy into the illusion that everything around us is real, right? But as we dive deeper, we see that everything in the universe is made up of atoms, which are 99.999% empty space, and it's actually our observation that is creating the reality around us, right? The colors that we carry on the inside paint our picture of the world. And once we begin to understand that time always is, and time is actually compound interest. Okay, Albert Einstein also said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it, right? He's not just talking about money in the bank account, but I'm sure you know the example whereby if you keep on investing the same amount over years, then that compounds, right? Now, this is not only with money, this is with everything. And this is really the scary part about time, because everything tends towards this exponential curve, right? If you get 1% better every single day, at the end of the year, you will not be 365% better. You will be 3,600% better because of compound interest. On the flip side, if you get 1% worse every single day for the rest of the year, then you actually basically begin to fall down towards zero, right? It's an exponential curve, and everything is an exponential curve. And once we can understand that the moment right here right now is going towards that exponential trajectory, and that right here right now is the only thing that matters because it's the only thing that is real, then we can truly begin to seize the moment and begin making strides towards the life we are here to create, rather than getting caught up in our anxiety about what we're supposed to do, right? What we're supposed to hustle and grind towards, or get caught up in the depression of all the past sorrows that we're holding on to us, right? Of course, the work is to let go of everything that doesn't serve us, right? That is the work, that is the practice. I don't think at this point in my journey that there's a moment of enlightenment. I don't think that, right? And perhaps that is an immature understanding, but at this point, through the lens that I view the world, I know and through my experience that there are enlightening moments, right? There are more or less enlightening moments, and I don't think that enlightenment is the end result. I think it's the way that you conduct yourself through your behaviors in your day-to-day life. I think enlightenment is a practice. There is a Zen proverb, right? It's like, before enlightenment, chop wood, get water. After enlightenment, chop wood, get water, right? It's just a practice. It's the daily sadhana that you do every single day. And once we begin to really, truly understand the power of a moment and how it relates to time, that is exponential, and anything that we feed to time will eventually ride that exponential curve, right? For example, I've been making videos for a couple of years, right? But it wasn't until I started getting consistent and making them every single day that took me 2-3 years to get to 5k subscribers. And now it's a month and it's 2-3k subscribers on top of that. And that's not because of the video I made today. It's not because of the video I made yesterday. It's because of the compounding effect that is taking place if you show up every single day, okay? And just understand that there's 4 states of mind that each one of us can find ourselves in, right? And it comes down to our relationship that we have with the future and with the present and with time in general, right? Because when we are anxious about the future, right, we don't see hope for its fruition in terms of its alignment with our ideals. And we're depressed about the past, right? So we don't have a vision for the future. We feel shit about the past. That is a negative spiral. That is a downward spiral. I found myself in that spiral, and I was blessed enough to really have the support that helped me break out of it, right? If you find yourself in that spiral, then to reach out, because that is something that I held back for a long time, reaching out, thinking I had to handle this on my own, and that was only taking me in the negative direction. Okay, that's a negative spiral. Now, the second state of consciousness we can have is when we have a vision for the future, but we are stressed and anxious about its fruition, right? That comes from attachment. When we are attached to the result of this future outcome, we're never going to get it because we really, really want it. And the more that you want something, the more you are vibrating at the frequency of not having it. For example, you really, really want to get into a relationship with this girl. She's so nice. You really like her. You really, really want to be with her. But you're sending off the vibration that you need to chase this girl. And when you're chasing something, it implies that something is running away. And that's just the way that the universe works. And it's interesting how dating in itself and social dynamics come down to being a microcosm of the universe as well. It's been my observation. I don't want to digress on that. But the third state of mind is that of contentment, right? It's the current reality trap whereby you're like, I'm all good. I did what I was supposed to do. But then you don't have a vision for the future that drives you, that excites you, that fills you up with enthusiasm every single morning, right? And of course, the fourth state is the ultimate state of human consciousness, which is A vision for the future that excites you, that drives you, that you feel deep in your heart is in alignment with your reason for being and your dharma and your purpose and your unique path. You have a vision for that. Plus, you are engaged in the process right here, right now, in this moment, in moving towards it, and you're not attached to its outcome. You concern yourself only with the work that you can do right here, right now. That super simple, small step that you can take in that direction, and you narrow your focus down, and you do that every single day for the rest of your life. You look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and you don't even recognize who you are. The people around you won't recognize you, and you will have become a more evolved and conscious version of yourself. If you understand the power of time that compounds anything that you feed to it, your health habits, your relationships, your bank account, right? That's not a result of what you've done today. It's a result of everything that has been compounding from the past. And once we can truly begin to have a vision for the future that drives us and feel good in the moment, right here, right now, in the process towards it, then everything shifts and the structure of reality begins to shift as well. Okay, so with that, I conclude this video. Please click the link below in the first comments, which is out to a survey, and if you answer that, you're gonna get first pre-launch access to the Monk Mode Challenge, which is designed to empower you with the content, the community, and the coaching every single day for 30 days to truly make a permanent shift in your personal, professional, and spiritual well-being. Okay, ran out of words over there, but I hope you got value from this video. Okay, make sure to click the link below, answer that survey, and I will see you in the next one.